Hello, my name is Mark, and welcome to the English Life Conversations podcast.
And my name is Anna. First of all, we'd like to thank you for being here and listening to English Life Conversations. We truly hope that through these talks, you'll not only improve your English, but also feel inspired to grow and embrace change.
Our goal isn't just to help you learn English, but also to encourage you to believe in yourself. We hope these conversations give you the confidence to make decisions and not be afraid of change. And today, we are talking about a feeling that everyone knows. We are talking about the fear of change.
That's right. Change can be small, like trying new food, or it can be very big, like moving to a new country.
Exactly. And it's a really important topic because change is a part of life. We can't avoid it. So, learning to feel okay with it is a great skill.
And I think many people feel this fear. It's very normal. Let's talk about some common situations. For example, changing a job. That can be very scary for people.
Oh, definitely. You have to leave a place you know and people you know. You have to learn new things, meet new colleagues. It's a big step.
Yeah, or what about moving to a new city or even a new country? That's a huge change. You have to find a new home, new friends, maybe even learn a new language.
That's a great example, and it connects to our listeners. Learning English is also a big change. It's a new skill, and it can feel difficult at the start.
That's true, and it's not just for young people. Starting something new when you are older can feel even more difficult. You feel like, am I too old to learn this?
Right. So, what is behind this fear? Why do we feel this way? I think a big part of it is the fear of the unknown.
Exactly. We don't know what will happen. Our life now is familiar, it's comfortable. Even if it's not perfect, we know it.
That's our comfort zone. It feels safe. Change means leaving that safe place and stepping into something new and uncertain.
And we feel like we are losing control. We can't control what will happen next, and that feeling can be very uncomfortable for many people.
Yes, and there's another thing, the fear of making mistakes or failing. When you try something new, you probably won't be perfect at first.
That's a big one. Nobody likes to fail. It feels bad. So sometimes we decide not to try at all. It feels safer.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anna, have you had a big change in your life that was scary for you? A personal experience.
Oh, yes. I remember when I decided to go to university, I had to move away from my family and my small hometown for the first time.
That must have been a big change.
It was huge. I was so excited, but also terrified. I didn't know anyone in the new city. I was worried I wouldn't make friends or that the classes would be too hard. I remember thinking, what if I can't do this?
That sounds very familiar. So, what happened? How did you feel after you moved?
Well, the first few weeks were difficult. I felt lonely sometimes. But slowly, I started to meet people in my classes, I joined a club, and I found that I could do the work. It took time, but I started to feel at home. What about you, Mark?
Right. A personal story from me. For me, a big change was starting this podcast. I had never done anything like it before. I was very nervous about speaking into a microphone and sharing my voice with many people.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. You sound so natural.
Thank you. But at the beginning, I was not confident. I worried, what if people don't like my voice? Or what if I say something wrong? It was a real fear of being judged.
I understand that completely.
But we started and we practiced, and hearing from listeners that our podcast helps them, that made all the fear go away. It became something I really love to do.
I think that's a powerful lesson. The purpose behind the change can be a strong motivator that helps you push through the fear.
Absolutely. When you have a strong why, the how becomes easier. For our listeners learning English, their why might be to get a better job, to travel, or to connect with people from other cultures. Holding on to that reason can be incredibly powerful.
That's a great point. It's like having a compass. When you feel lost or scared, you can look at your compass, your reason for starting, and it helps you find your direction again.
That's wonderful. And I think this connects directly to learning a language, like English.
Yes, absolutely. The fear of speaking English is a huge challenge for learners. They worry about making mistakes with grammar or pronunciation.
Exactly. They're afraid that people will not understand them or maybe even laugh. It's that same fear of failing or being judged.
But here's the important thing. Making mistakes is how you learn. It's a necessary part of the process. No one speaks a new language perfectly from the first day.
That's so true. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. It shows you what you need to practice more.
Right. So even though change is scary, it also has a very positive side. It's how we grow as people.
When you face a change and you get through it, you become stronger. You learn that you are capable of handling difficult things. Think about your story, Anna. After moving to a new city, you probably felt much more independent and brave.
I did. I learned so much about myself. And your podcast story, Mark, it was scary, but now it brings you joy. Change can lead to wonderful new things in our lives.
Exactly. Even the difficult moments teach us something valuable. We learn to be resilient, which means we can recover from difficult situations.
So let's talk about some practical advice. If someone listening feels scared of a change, what can they do?
I think the most important advice is to start with very small steps. If the big change feels too much, break it down into tiny pieces.
Yes. For example, if you're scared of speaking English, don't think, I have to be fluent tomorrow. Just think, today I will learn one new word, or I will say hello to someone.
That's a perfect example. Small wins build your confidence slowly. Another piece of advice is to be patient with yourself. Learning and changing takes time. It's okay if it's not fast.
And please do not compare yourself to other people. Everyone's journey is different. Some people might look very confident, but you don't see their fears. Focus on your own progress.
That is so important. Comparison can really stop you from trying. Just focus on being a little better today than you were yesterday.
I agree. And finally, talk to someone about your fear, a friend, a family member, or a teacher. Just saying it out loud can make it feel smaller.
That's wonderful advice. So, as we finish up, we want to say to all our listeners, it is okay to be afraid of change. It's a human feeling.
Yes, please be kind to yourself. You are not alone in this feeling. The goal is not to have no fear, but to learn how to take small steps even when you are afraid.
Every small step is a victory. So, for this week, we invite you to think about one small change you could try. Very, very small.
It could be trying a new route to work, or listening to an English song for the first time, or cooking a new recipe. Something that feels a little new, but not too scary.
That's a great idea. And it's also important to celebrate these small victories. When you try that new recipe and it's delicious, you feel good, right? It builds your confidence. We should do the same with any new skill.
Exactly. If you have a short conversation in English, even just for 1 minute, celebrate that. It's a huge step. Don't focus on the mistakes you made. Focus on the fact that you did it. That's the victory.
That's such a positive way to look at it. I remember when I was learning a new language, I kept a small notebook. Every time I learned a new phrase and used it in a conversation, I wrote it down. Seeing the pages fill up was a great feeling. It was proof of my progress.
That's a wonderful idea, Mark. It's a visual way to see how far you've come. And it reminds you that every small effort adds up to something big over time. It's not about being perfect, it's about moving forward.
Exactly. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to communicate. When you're learning English, it's so easy to get stuck wanting to say the sentence perfectly. But sometimes, good enough is really good. It's better to say something imperfectly than to say nothing at all.
That is so true. Most native speakers are very happy to help and patient with learners. They appreciate the effort you are making. Remember, the fact that you are trying to speak a new language is amazing. Be proud of that.
That's a lovely idea. just to practice the feeling of doing something different. Thank you for listening to English Life Conversations.
We hope this conversation was helpful for you. Remember to be gentle with yourself. We will talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.